This is the story of the Cheetah Girls, the success, the drama, and the breakup. The Cheetah Girls story started in 1999 as fictional characters in writer Deborah Gregory's 16 novels for young adult readers. The book follows the lives of 4 teenage friends at a Manhattan performing arts high school. Galleria, Chanel, Aqua, and Dorinda are promising singers and dancers who form their own group with the main goal of stardom. The Cheetah Girls' growl power message inspired generations of people to believe in themselves and never listen to naysayers. The book series was so popular with tween girls that Disney execs were convinced enough to adopt the storyline into a made-for-TV movie, and on August 15, 2003, Cheetah Girls first premiered. The first Cheetah Girls movie premiered to 6 million viewers during its first broadcast. The success of the first movie paved the way for 2 more Cheetah Girls films, The Cheetah Girls 2, made in 2006, and in 2008, The Cheetah Girls One World. The Cheetah Girls 2 sequel received 8.1 million viewers, the highest rating of all Disney Channel movies at its time. Raven-Symoné was not in the third film. She allegedly had a horrible experience filming the second and opted out of filming the final film. Instead, she chose to focus on her solo music, her Disney show, and other film projects. The third and final film of the franchise was backed by some of the best in the industry, including Whitney Houston, who served as an executive producer. However, despite this, the third film was the lowest rated of the series. The group announced that their third tour would be their last, and many people assumed that Raven's absence was one of the reasons that the group was having a hard time maintaining their success. Raven was a major part of the group, and the sound of the Cheetah Girls changed after she left. However, the group continued, and Adrienne was left to carry the group as the lead singer, and Kylie and Sabrina focused more on the dancing. The group also put out 3 albums: Cheetah-licious Christmas, In Concert, The Party's Just Begun Tour, and TCG, all without Raven. All of their albums and soundtracks debuted in the Billboard 200. Original movie soundtracks were released, and the group toured throughout the US. The group's brand was massive, and the soundtrack to their first film sold over 2 million copies. Under their name, they released clothing lines, several perfume collections, doll lines, room decor, a book series, and a line of video games. They also went on 3 nationwide tours and grossed over $43 million from their second tour. The group was together for 6 years before finally parting ways in 2008. Many people still speculate why the Cheetah Girls broke up. Well, it could be for a few reasons. First of all, the friendship dynamic changed between the first and the second movie because Raven was busy shooting her own show. And it's also reported that Raven and Keely did not get along at all.
Sabrina is my best friend in the entire world. I'm not really close with the other girls. I don't really keep in touch with them like that.
Raven and Keely actually had a physical fight on set. Keely and Adrienne also did not get along, and this worsened after Adrienne's scantily clad photos were leaked. Keely was allegedly also very critical of Adrienne and constantly made negative remarks about her body. Adrienne kind of alluded to this as well when she was speaking on The Real and mentioned the Cheetah Girls, and she had this to say.
I had a group member that literally would tell stylists she needs to cover her legs, she has chicken legs. I will never forget that. And I'll never forget June Ambrose, who's a stylist, an amazing woman, told me one day, she was dressing us, and she was like, she has legs for the runway.
Another reason for the breakup could also be because the group members were getting older and essentially aging out of the Disney market. The Cheetah Girls movie franchise had also run its course. It was time to stop delaying the inevitable, so the group chose to go their separate ways, choosing to focus on their careers and other things. So where are the Cheetah Girls now? Let's start with Raven-Symoné. She played Galleria Garibaldi, aka Bubbles, and at the current moment she stars on her own show, Raven's Home. It's basically a That's So Raven spin-off on the Disney Channel. Raven has also appeared on ABC Blackish and was a co-host on The View for 5 years. Moving on to Adrienne Bailon, she plays Chanel Singh Clemens, aka Shunsi. And before Cheetah Girls, Adrienne was in another music group, 3LW. After Cheetah Girls, she went on to star in That's So Raven, Coach Carter, Tailor Made, Buffalo Dreams, All You've Got, and more. She also briefly dated Rob Kardashian from 2007 to 2009 and later dated music exec Lenny Santiago for 6 years. They got engaged in September 2015 but called off their engagement. November 2016, she married musician Israel Houghton and is now a stepmom to his 4 children. As of 2020, she is a co-host on the daytime talk show The Real. She has her own fashion line and lifestyle brand called Happily Ever Houghton and is also a YouTuber and Instagram influencer. She is clearly keeping very busy at this point. Moving on to Keely Williams, she played Aquanette Walker, aka Aqua. Along with Adrienne Bailon, Keely was also a member of 3LW before joining the Cheetah Girls. She also made appearances in a few movies and TV shows, including The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2, The House Bunny, and Stomp the Yard 2, Homecoming. For the most part these days, she's a married woman, a mother, just focused on family life. The last project that Keely did was back in 2013, a movie called Holla 2. She hasn't really worked in the entertainment industry for a while, and if you've ever heard the story of 3LW, you will know that Keely is a problematic person, allegedly. Anyways, nowadays we barely hear from Keely Williams. It's as if she just disappeared from the entertainment industry altogether. Look at her ex-group members, Naturi, Raven, Adrienne. They're prospering out here. They're getting jobs, they're booking gigs. Meanwhile, she is nowhere to be seen and nowhere to be heard. Perhaps this is a lesson that being a mean girl, alleged mean girl, doesn't pay after all. Last but not least, Sabrina Bryan. She played Dorinda Thomas, aka Doe. After Cheetah Girls, Sabrina went on to a few acting projects and also competed on the season 5 and season 15 of Dancing with the Stars. In 2005, she released her own workout DVD, and Sabrina was the maid of honor at Keely's wedding, and Keely was the matron of honor for Sabrina's wedding. So clearly, these two remain close friends. Her IMDb doesn't show much in terms of any acting projects at this point. That is all for today. If you were curious as to whatever happened to those Cheetah Girls, I hope that this video was useful, and if you enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe button and also give me a thumbs up. And if you want to be notified when I next upload a video, hit the bell notification button. Until then, peace.